Hello and welcome to another episode of Pixel Narratives with Anutosh. Our guest here is Dr. Pranjal Buragohain. He is a professor in the Department of Education, Dibrugarh University. Welcome, Dr. Pranjal Buragohain. And we actually were waiting for you for a long time. But for some reasons, we could not get you into our studios for this episode of podcast Pixel Narratives with Anutosh. You are from
Dhemaji.
And you have taken up education as your subject.
Yes.
And you had your schooling in the Subahi Pathar High School. And how was your childhood days?
Actually, my village is a very remote village. It's located in the foothills of Himalaya and full of jungle, full of rivers. So I used to play every day. And at that time, we didn't have such schools in our place. Now we have schools, but we do not have LP school, and for middle schools also we do not have. We have only high school.
So how was your childhood days actually? You were you very much studious student, always with your books and studies?
It's not like that. I was very playful. I used to go for small huntings, go to the hill to collect woods and some other materials. Actually, I have just started my education. I can say this from high school. The earlier period was not just formal, serious education. So high school, and in high school also I was not so good students because I have not that foundation of education like mathematics and English and science, but I have started my education sincerely from higher secondary.
Yeah. And when did you think that you should go into teaching as a profession?
That was like an accident. Because we have not learned to set goals at the time. We were just going to school for no any reason. But when I have completed masters, I got that some positions are open. I have given interview there, and I got selected. And that was the starting.
What was actually your aim in life? What did you want to be?
We have not taught to set aims in our life. Our parents were also not much aware of that, having aims and having goals in life. So we were just living, and finally I got selected as assistant professor in university, and then I have decided that I have to do this work sincerely.
And you have taken one of the most noble profession.
Yes.
Teaching.
Yes.
Because and you will always remain as a teacher.
Yes.
Entire your life.
Yes.
I mean, there are, I think, very few professions, either a doctor or a teacher, who remains a teacher or a doctor all through the life.
Yes, I'm very serious now.
Yes.
Teaching.
I would not like my viewers to know about what you do in Dibrugarh University, but I would like to know about the school that you have started, the Vidya, the living school. Now, why is it called a living school?
There are so many reasons, but one reason is it located in that place where there was no such good schools. And so many tribal villages are there, and the students, they do not have opportunity to learn the modern skills maybe or the other skills. So I have decided to establish a school there where they will live. They will learn the living skills, all the skills like livelihood, economic skills, or other skills that we didn't get chance to learn, maybe sports, theater, music, all skills, so that they can learn together.
I was just going through your wonderful document about your Vidya Model School of Education.
Yes.
And what was coming to my mind is it is very similar to the kind of environment that Rabindranath Tagore had established in Shantiniketan.
Yes.
Were you inspired by that kind of thinking?
I have inspiration from so many sources. One is definitely natural education, education in the midst of nature. That is definitely an inspiration from Rabindranath Tagore. And skills which are related to art and craft, music, those skills I consider that those skills are integral part of life.
Okay.
And one can have a career in those skills also. That is also an inspiration maybe from the Rabindranath Tagore.
And when did you start this Vidya school?
We have started in 2020.
So it's
2020.
very
new.
young,
Yes, very young.
And are they connected to the modern school of education?
Yes, connected to modern school education. We have three different dimensions.
Okay.
One is we consider as traditional skills.
Right.
And that is connected to modern or traditional education. In traditional skill, we teach all the subjects that other school teaches.
Okay.
Like mathematics, science, computer, discipline, these are there. Secondly, we have livelihood skills.
Oh.
Livelihood means they have to take a subject or an area which is related to their interest, related to their hobby, maybe sports, football, theater, maybe music, maybe fine art. So this is one. One, economic skill. Economic skill means they may learn agriculture, farming, maybe any kind of farming, piggery, poultry, or maybe fishery, maybe soap production, maybe food processing. So this is one. Together the both. One is the livelihood means earning skill, and one is their hobby that is considered as livelihood skill.
So you are preparing the group of students who are enrolled in your school to face their life challenges.
Yes.
Even without looking for a job.
Yes, no, without looking for a job. That is second dimension. We have another dimension, total three dimensions. That is well-being skills. We do not consider as moral education. We consider as a well-being skill. And there we have some dimensions again. We teach them positive health. We teach them to be resilient. We teach them positive emotions, how to be engaged in a work, how to set purpose for others, positive purpose, and how to build relationships. So those are in well-being dimensions, total three dimensions.
And the students that you have.
Yes.
You have a very small student at this moment.
Yes, we have 250 students.
So these 250 students, they come from the same community?
No, they belong to the different parts of the country. But most of them are underprivileged and not having access to education.
So when they come from different other places from the country, so their stay, their food and everything has been taken care by you?
It's fully residential.
Okay.
And we take care of everything. Their food, their education, their health.
Okay.
Their staying.
And do they pay fees for that?
30% students, they do not pay.
Okay.
70% students,
so
they
these
pay.
30% students, and you, do they have this kind of examinations that the normal students in other places take?
Yes.
The board exams or something?
Yes, we have.
You have a board exam.
Because we have a dimension that is traditional skill.
Okay.
They are in that part, they learn the traditional subjects.
So overall, that means the overall growth of the development of the child is in the areas that you have decided.
Yes. Yeah.
But keeping in track with the board examinations.
Yes.
So when they come out, they have a certification.
Yes.
And that is
Along
given by a
they
board.
have those additional skills.
And the additional skills, and say they are prepared for the future.
Yes.
That they did not look for a job.
Yes.
Right.
They can live a healthy and happy life. They will have a skill to earn, and they will have certificates provided by traditional.
Oh, that's wonderful. And what about the educators that you have in your school?
We have educators from again from different backgrounds.
Okay.
Not only from the traditional subjects. We have educators from fine art background. We have educators from music background. We have educators from theater background and sports. We have 7 sports teachers, and the theater teacher, music teacher, and social worker and psychologist.
So when you started this was, did you think about the national curriculum framework?
Yes, we have consulted.
Because the NCERT has taken this, because being a part of that CAG for the art, when we were designing art, we had art doesn't mean only painting. It has visual arts, it has theater, it has music, and it also has dances.
Yes.
So this has been incorporated in
Yes, everything has been incorporated.
So you have been doing the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
So now that your school is in the 6th year,
6th year.
and up to which class have they come?
And now we have up to class 12.
This year
we have not running from class 1.
You started from 6?
6.
Okay.
And we started from 9 also.
So this batch of class 10, 3 years back,
yes.
they have taken which board exam?
SEBA.
They have taken the SEBA board. So your classroom teaching, the academic teaching is based on the SEBA.
SEBA.
And apart from that, you have the other
own curriculum. We have designed,
you have your own
designed by
curriculum.
ourselves.
And how do you collaborate both because there is a timetable,
yes.
a time.
Our timetable is something different again.
Okay.
Because we start from morning 6. From morning 6, they will have sports activities. The students who are interested or specialize in sports, maybe football practice, volleyball practice, taekwondo practice, yoga practice. Those will be started from morning 6. Then from 9:30 onwards, they will have traditional classes.
Okay.
In between the traditional classes, we have well-being sessions. Maybe 2 traditional classes, mathematics and science. After that, we have a gratitude practice.
Okay.
Or we shall have a helping practice.
Okay.
Maybe kindness practice. They will offer kindness. Okay. Then after that, in 3:30, we complete the traditional classes and well-being classes. From 3:30, we consider it as own time. Own time means they will work according to their hobby.
Okay.
Means livelihood.
It's everything inside the campus.
Inside the campus. Then from 4:30 to 4:30 or 5, again they will come into practice of sports, music, theatre, etc. And from 6:30 or 7, they will go to the hostel.
So you have a kind of setup which is like the Navodaya Vidyalaya something.
Yes.
Journal JNV.
Yes.
So they have this kind of a pattern. But then you have incorporated all those traditional forms of teaching,
yes,
other things which they do not have so much.
Yes, yes.
And
campus is also somehow not similar to Navodaya Vidyalaya.
Okay.
We have a very huge area of 56 vigha. And our classrooms are not unlike the other classrooms. We have a classroom in one.
And I have seen that your classrooms are not the rectangular or the square. It is having a kind of hexagonal kind of a classroom. Why did you make that? Because that is what comes actually under the Bala activities, which everyone is stressing. But our Vidyalayas do not have. In Kendriya Vidyalayas, we have not been able to do these kind of activities because the Vidyalaya is a learning atmosphere. I mean, in your school, when you have a school of that, the rooms are different.
Yes.
So there is no about that.
Actually, our buildings are also inspired by traditional houses.
Exactly. That's the Bala concept.
Traditional houses. Some buildings are there which are geometrical or like means traditional house like Missings. Okay. The Gallo tribe is there, and Ahoms means that prayer hall. So these are like the traditional houses, and there are some advantages also. It's unlike the traditional classrooms that teacher will be in one side and students will be the other side. Okay. It's unlike that. So there will be circle, and teacher will be in between them or maybe in the same circle. Like
in Shantiniketan, the classes are held under the trees.
Yes.
They have the classes just under the tree, and or they keep on learning that way.
We have also our classes also under the trees.
And they have all these facilities of the hostels and everything taken care by you.
Yes, we have hostels and teachers stay together with the students.
That concept is something like JNV. It's something like that. And tell us about, my viewer who should be happy to know that you have initiated something. The traditional more kind of a school, but what about the first batch of students that have passed out the boards?
Yes.
Class 10, please.
Results are also good if we consider the traditional skills. But our
how many students have passed in the first batch?
First batch we have 30.
Okay.
30 boys and girls, and most of them they secured first division in HSLC examination, and now they are studying in different colleges of the state. But our target is only not the traditional result, but at the same time their hobbies or maybe their other skills, and they are skilled in some other areas also. Maybe
Okay.
some of them are good footballer in the state level. Maybe
Okay.
some of them are good yoga player, maybe volleyball player. So they have some other things also, or
So
they
you
can earn
have,
also.
You have a good number of students who have a lot of achievements.
Yes, we have almost 66 state level players
Okay.
in different sports here. Now this year we have started for girls, means volleyball and football. We have selected 30 girls from the tribal villages, and we shall accommodate them in our school freely. Their accommodation will be free, their education will be free. They will be specially trained for football and volleyball.
Everything is free.
Everything is free.
But how do you manage? Because that is what people don't talk about. If teaching is free, food is free, staying is free, how can everything be free?
Number one is I earn something, and
You earn, but that cannot be sufficient to maintain a...
Some other generous person are also there.
Exactly.
They also sponsor some children. Now we have almost such 10
Wonderful.
sponsorships for the children, and that is one. And we have some livelihood earnings also.
Okay.
Means students and teacher, they learn some skills and they used to produce also. We have some productions also.
Okay.
We sell those productions.
The things that have been made by the
And they're
children.
made by the students, we
Oh, wow.
sell those
Okay.
things. And we have minimum earning from there.
What about the recognition from the government?
We have got permission and recognition. Through high secondary also we got permission.
Because our education minister is from that area only?
Yes, he
So,
knows.
He knows you well?
He knows.
Yeah.
He visited also.
Dr. Pegu?
Yes.
And what actually are you looking at your school 10 years from now?
Different areas are there. One is if we consider students' performance, we believe that our students will be academically good in the traditional skills. We shall have good sports stars, theatre activists, musicians, and along with them, they will have strong character, and they will be happy.
And they will know the traditional values.
Traditional values also.
Yeah, that is
Traditional
most important.
Values, yes, traditional values, and they will be happy. So regarding students, we have that goal. Regarding community also, we have some goals. So as our community, nearby communities are very rural and very socio-economically very backward. So we are working together. Our communities are very involved in our schools. They work there, they send their children. We have established some community centers also in the community villages, and we work together.
Okay.
And we are...
So how is your admission criteria? Like anybody can come to you and approach?
No. We have an entrance examination.
Oh.
Entrance examination, but the criteria is not only merit. We take some children on the basis of merit, and we take some children from the underprivileged
Financially weak.
Financially weak maybe, or families are not functioning well.
Okay.
Maybe often. So we have a provision for those children, and we have a provision.
And how do those students who are having this kind of a background, who are often, how they do mingle up with the other students?
We try to do that. We have a certain procedure for each of the students. We have a very students progress report, and there we try to find out the risk factors. So this student is belonging to a family where this environment is that's a risk factor for us. And then after considering the risk factors, we use certain adaptive factors.
Okay.
Means so that we can reduce the possibility of risk because of that risk factor. So for each of the students we have some adaptive factors, and we have a very written solid document. So what will be the adaptive factors? We have to maybe some students they need more care for teacher. Some students they belonging to a situation of conflict of law, so we take care of them. So we have some adaptive factors. We use very very special or individualized kind of adaptive factors, and now we are successful to some extent.
Really, that is really some meaningful work that people like you are doing. It was so nice to talk to you, Dr. Pranjal Buragohain. I'm sure my viewers will also come to know about the amazing work, the inspiring work that Dr. Pranjal Buragohain and his team at the Vidya Living School in Dhemaji. It was so nice to hear that there are still people who have been devoting their entire life into doing something for the society, upbringing those people who do not have much in their life. That was a very inspiring episode of Pixel Narratives with Anutosh. And with this episode, the 49th episode, the journey that we had started 2 years back would come to an end. The first season ending on a very inspiring story of Dr. Pranjal Buragohain. When we meet again, it will be with a new episodes and a new season for Pixel Narratives with Anutosh. Till then, goodbye. Do take care. Thank you.